Alright, so welcome back to Dale of Merchants 3. So this is the last animal merchant in this expansion, the last animal set to go over. Now, I chose these guys as the last because even though they're still really cool nonetheless, I think most of their cards are very similar to other cards in other sets. They still have some really cool abilities though, but I don't think a lot of these cards were as cool as some of the other ones in the other sets. But still, this is still an awesome set, and I still like this. This is still probably not my most... I'd have to say this is still not my least favorite set of them all thus far, out of the 3 expansions I have, which will probably actually go over all of the expansions that I've gotten thus far, and kind of just share with you my favorite to the bottom of the barrel, so to speak. So, here we have the Voracious Consumer, and these are, by the way, the Discontent White-Headed Lemurs. So this is a technique with a plus action on it. With this technique, you'll shuffle your discard pile into your deck. So if you use this as a technique, you're just going to shuffle your discard pile into your deck, which, if you ask me, is an awesome ability, don't get me wrong, but it's not the most exciting ability there is, for sure. So this, if I was playing with these guys, I would probably choose this card here as my first set within my stall of cards for my stalls. So this would be the merchant I would probably end up choosing because of that. Of course, if I wasn't playing with these guys, I'd still have a hard time deciding probably which one I would use right off the bat, for sure. But still, that's how those guys work. Pretty simple. Probably the most simplistic one thus far, although they've all been very simple to understand. So the next one is Delightful Surprise. And it's got another plus action on it, so you can use another action afterwards. So with this technique, you're going to draw 2 cards from the market deck, and you'll place one into your hand, okay? So you're drawing 2 cards from the market deck. You get to place one of those into your hand. Then throw away the other and this card. So that's interesting. So you're drawing 2, you're going to get to look at them, you're going to decide which one you're going to get to put in your hand. The other one is going to get trashed, though. And not only that, but this card is also going to get thrown away as well. It's going to go into like a trash pile, if you will. Now, I've played Dominion a lot. And as you know, there are some cards in Dominion that allow you to go through the trash pile and take cards out of the trash and put them into your deck, etc., right? Or discard pile or whatever. There is no cards that I'm aware of anyways, because I haven't seen all the cards from the collection expansion. There are no cards in the first 3, Dale of Merchants 1, 2, and 3. There are no cards that allow you to take cards that you've thrown away and put them back into your deck. There are none. So it's once you use the Delightful Surprise, it's gone for good. So this is a one-time use card. Okay, but at least you're getting another card from the market deck, and you get to choose one of 2 of them. But that means the other one is going to get thrown away as well. So that's something to note. All right, so here we have Fortunate Upgrade. This is, I think, the first technique we've had that does not have a plus action on it. So if you use this technique, you're not going to get another action afterwards. Okay, so how does this one work? Throw away a card from your hand. Draw 1 card from the market deck and place it into your hand. Well, that's really cool. Get rid of a junk card, and then you get to draw a card from the market deck, which is definitely going to be better than the junk card you just threw away, and you get to place it in your hand to boot, which is why it doesn't allow you probably to have an extra action afterwards, because this is a very powerful action nonetheless, for sure. I like this one a lot. And that's a Fortunate Upgrade, for sure. That's definitely a Fortunate Upgrade, if you ask me. Upgrade the junk card into something like an Animal Merchant card. That's really cool. I like that one a lot. That's probably my favorite in the set thus far. Okay, in this set, that's probably my favorite. Replacement. This one has a plus action on it. With this one, with this technique, you're going to throw away an animal card from your hand. Okay? Then you're going to choose a card from the market within 1 of that card's value and place it into your hand. So that's cool. You replace a card, maybe the card, card you throw away, the animal foot card, is a 2. Well, then you can get 1 within its value. So you can get a 3 or a 2. If it's a 3, you can get a 2 or a 4 and replace it, basically. So that's how that one's going to work. Not super easy, not super hard, and not super exciting, if you ask me. Okay, fashion hint is the next one. Another plus action on it. Okay, so with this one, you're going to you may throw away one card from the market deck. Okay, you may exchange an animal folk card from your hand with the top card of the market's discard pile. So this one is actually pretty interesting. When you use this card, you may throw away a card, the top card of the market deck. You may. And put it into, obviously, the discard pile, okay, for the market deck. Then it says you may exchange an animal folk card from your hand with the top card of the market's discard pile. So maybe the cards you threw away from the market deck that you put into the discard pile of the market deck over here, which is on this side, okay, maybe it's a good card, and maybe you can swap it out with a good card, perhaps. Or maybe there was already a good card sitting in the discard pile of the market deck already on the top, and maybe that one's really good. So that's why it says you may throw away the card from the top of the market deck, because maybe there's already a really good card there. So that's definitely a fashion hint, if I do say so myself. Really interesting card, for sure. And at first, when I first saw it, I wasn't too thrilled with it, but when I looked at it again the second time, I was like, oh, that's actually cooler than I thought. Okay, so here we have Royal Privilege. This is a passive ability. When you purchase with this card, you may throw away an animal folk card from your hand to purchase one additional card without paying for it. This is the best card in the entire set. You know, if all of the other cards were really good in this set, which some of them aren't that great, especially the merchant himself, obviously. If I would have definitely chosen these guys above some of the other ones for sure because of this one card here. So this is the coolest thing. This is a passive ability. When you purchase with this card, so if you purchase with the Royal Privilege, you may throw away an Animal Folk card from your hand to purchase one additional card without paying for it. So hey, you use this card to buy something that costs 5 or 6, for instance. Well, you'll do that. Then you'll throw away an Animal Folk card. Maybe it's not the best Animal Folk card in the world. Maybe it's this guy here, which isn't that great anyways, right? And then you get to buy an additional card, probably something even more expensive, that's even better, for free. 2 cards for 1. That's awesome. And since you're purchasing with this card, that means you might get to do this a couple of times in the course of the game. That is awesome. But remember, there's only one of these in the entire game. So only one player is going to get this card, and that's it. So that's how these guys work. That is how the discontent white-headed lemurs work. And so thank you guys for watching these Dale of Merchants videos. If you liked any of these videos, if you watched any of these videos besides this one, don't hesitate to leave a like on this or one of the other ones. Go back and leave a like if you can, real quick. Watch it again for 5 seconds and leave a like or something. But thank you guys for watching these videos, and I'll see you guys again next time.